Okay, so now we're going to do a quick cool down for after our sport, after our run activity. And I'm going to keep these videos as standing exercises and cool downs without a mat, just for those of us who might not have a mat at the time, might be a bit wet wherever we are. So all these will be good for not getting down on the floor, but I'll do some floor ones for when we're doing these before or after at home or from somewhere that's inside or with a mat. Okay, so first things first, starting with our hamstring stretch. Making sure that while we're stretching into our hamstring, we're really allowing that stretch to come up through our lower back as well, and pulling into our toes so that our calves are getting a nice deep stretch too. Awesome. Okay. And quads, you may need something to lean on. Okay. Now, as we stretch into our quads, we want to make sure that we're holding ourselves through the core and we're not allowing ourselves to arch too much through the back. Okay, we want to keep that stability through our core. Engage that glute of the one that you're standing on, and push your hips forward, pull your core in, and then pull your knee back so that the stretch is directly into that quad and we're not losing our alignment through our spine, our hips and our core. Yum, this feels so nice. I always have really tight quads. Okay, other side, same thing again, keeping that alignment through the spine, keeping that engagement through the glute and the hips on the side that we're standing on, making sure we're stable through our core, and then once we're really aligned and really stable, we can pull nice and deep into that back foot so that our quad gets a really nice stretch. Balance. Oh, alright, that feels really, really good. And then we can get nice, deep stretch. I'm probably going to go off camera here, so I might go a little bit diagonally. So we're going to get a nice deep stretch through our adductors here by coming down. There we go. Okay, sitting nice and deep. You can use your elbow on the knee side to turn that knee out and get nice and deep into that adductor there. And switching sides.
We're not in such a hurry to jump up out of our seat today. What's going on?
It's because Gary's not
Alright, how's Sunny?
And we've got a class starting here, so. Alright, I just had to switch up the location because a Pilates class started in the clinic here. So we've just finished doing the adductors, the quads, hamstrings and calves in our stretch. Let's go into a glute stretch, piriformis and glute. Okay, you might need something to lean on. You might want to focus on your balance at the same time, but we're going to get our knee into this cross bend here, so we're looking a little bit like a 4. and really focusing on getting nice and deep into that glute and the piriformis muscle in the back of our hips there. Okay, and other side. Now remember, this is the way I'm doing it for this video because I'm focusing on what we can do without having to get down onto the floor in case it's muddy or wet where we are, or if we don't have a mat on us and we don't want to get onto the ground. So it's good to have a wall if you really want to focus on relaxing and the stretch element of it rather than the balance and the engagement element of it. But I like to do both. If we're somewhere we can get down on the floor, we can really focus on letting go and cooling down. Okay, all right, that's all our legs done. Now, just do a quick hang. And abs and hip flexors stretching through the back bend. Arms will come across the body. Up and over. Other one. Up and over. And our thoracic area, stretch and cool down. In particular for sports like netball, basketball, this is really important. Just going to twist ourselves into the wall here. So as you can see, I'm keeping my hips facing forward, and you might only come this far. You might be able to go a lot further. Make sure you're staying where it's comfortable for you and not causing yourself any pain. If you can't breathe or talk, you've probably gone too far. Not that you want to be talking while you're stretching anyway, but if you're finding your body's feeling uncomfortable, distressed in any way, you want to bring the stretch back a little bit to somewhere where you can feel it, but it's a bit more comfortable. I'm going to get a really nice view of my butt now as I do the other side. Really focusing in this area here, engaging the twist through the spinal area at the back of your chest. All right, now if you are somewhere where you can get down onto the floor, really good one for that thoracic is up and down. It's called thread the needle. You may be familiar with it. Other side, up and down. All right, so that's our stretch and cool down after our sport, run, or physical activity of some kind. Have a great day, guys.